Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I'd like to see your good...
Wise choice, Doctor.
to you!
can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this. It's locked, all right.
Get away from me! What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages. You had better return to what
Safety.
I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this. You had better return to Whitechapel without delay.
Safe.
This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood. can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this. Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. I really...
Simpletons, these nurses. Red with no...
Don't worry, Sarah. You're gonna be all right. We'll help you.
This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Every night. Aye. But the guards recruit more and more every year. When did you join the guard?
A leech! A leech! Christ! He's dead! When did you join the guard?
I cannot enter. Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
End up another drunk arse littering the streets. Not me.
It's locked.
Making worse than a week-old lavvy. Suffering.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from...
Never heard of her. She's...
What happened?
Hey! I didn't do...
Medication and drugs.
Sod off, mister. You ain't...
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town.
I said sod off.
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead, but he carried a note. The Wet Boot Boys have accepted your application.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
Free? You may soon find out that you have simply traded one set of shackles for another.
You're all fancy words, none of which concern me. Go worry about someone else. I'm fine and I have a future here.
Goodbye.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
What? Shooting a... What? I'm Dr...
No.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
What can you...
Nothing to say, really.
You don't have anyone...
Not since the death of my wife.
You mean you used to have...
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. And now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Perhaps you could...
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
A gun, alcohol.
The wet room, proud of me.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Do you know Nurse...
I don't like to...
Competition?
Never met her.
Tell me,
Regent...
is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt.
What do you...
Most of them are afraid.
I'd like to see what kind...
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems. As long as you have the money.
Will not knock at your door. What? What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me, just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Joe, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a...
I am Doctor...
Doctor?
How is business?
Business?
I see.
It's no...
As a merchant, you see...
What do you mean
Violence.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some bloke...
Where did the...
In the closed wood...
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell.
Have you heard of...
Nurse...
So she's trying to help.
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain what...
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away...
Right then. Excuse me, sir.
Another...
I'm not... Really?
I'm just...
Have you... Could you...
Not this toe.
May I... How did you become the local...
There's no...
job?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
You survive at...
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with...
Oh, do you really think he's the poor...
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson. Hello, young man. I'm Dr...
Sorry.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm a Harry, by the way.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So?
I'm not bothered.
Do you know...
Yes?
Goodbye, young man. So, may I ask you...
I'm not...
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Have you tried?
I don't go. Am I not?
Forgive.
Why
You have a roof over your head, a place to call home. Many people here are not as lucky, you know.
That's exactly what my father says.
If life here is so...
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of. My father...
Goodbye, young man.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
It's locked, all right. It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Dreams are soaked with gloom.
Fancy buying some...
Joe... What can you tell?
Colossus.
Without making excuses.
We've all had some...
And no one has had...
Nobody...
What do you know of Harry?
Harry's a good boy, but he spent...
What trouble?
Well, despite being his father's son, almost everything, I think. He never wanted to come to Whitechapel in the first place. Hates this...
Goodbye for now.
Cheap price, good quality.
You again? What do you want these...
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think. Our house is small but affordable. The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr.
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Do you have
only one? Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My sweet Jane.
Since
no one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare...
Good.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to... Don't be shy.
I'm not looking...
All right.
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Do you know...
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crasionescu. She came from Romania.
You seem to...
Dorothea helps this...
Christina, have...
I don't like doctors. Or...
Considering your...
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That...
You can...
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry.
Tell me, I have... I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Good.
No protection against malevolence and trickery.
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry.
Doctor...
What?
There's a...
I served in France. Our top priority must be to put an end to this butchery. This war must stop now.
Sir, streets are a battlefield too. An invisible...
Have you...
I've had to run and...
I'm convinced there is more.
Really? To be honest...
What is a...
He goes when...
So you risk...
Whitechapel is the crucible of...
That's
not at all.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and...
Do you think things will ever...
I believe the situation...
I heard...
Not...
I'm afraid one of the nurses...
Ah! Could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn...
I don't know much about the man.
He has no...
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nip.
Where can I find this myth?
He spends most of his time lurking around. No.
Really?
He went to the near...
He never...
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Goodbye, Mr. Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize.
I am Dr. Don't you fear getting sick?
I've been touched.
What do you mean?
All
Quite... Well,
As a doctor,
what do you mean?
The beast is finally revealed.
Really?
We must fight the...
What is left?
Cleansing.
Tell me, Tobias.
God will recognize it.
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The building?
Your lack of...
You're mad.
My son.
Joseph.
Vicar...
What do you...
All's
quite a...
Are you...
What do you... I have... Good evening, Miss.
It's...
Have you...
No.
You...
As a...
Where... Do you...
I don't...
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member... Son.
I have heard enough. Good evening. I know you... Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. Very well. Hello again, miss. I cannot enter. The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
trickery. You are blinded by your false light.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed.
Please be my...
Really?
I'm a poet. Not... Thank you. But oh, what?
What are your...
Terrible, you...
What are you talking...
Do you remember London before the flood?
Peaceful? That's quite an unusual way to speak about the epidemic. And very inappropriate, I must say.
Most people fail to understand my perspective.
Are you...
But this is... I don't...
If some...
Well, you...
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
I fear you are a hopeless...
Guilty as charged.
Are you not curious?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
Tell me, Mr.
The place...
In the struck... If you say such vivid...
Oh, yes?
In what way, exactly? If such vivid...
Oh, yes?
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the...
What can you tell me?
Not much. One day...
And have... May I ask you if... I'm
Dorothy...
What can you... Darry not in... May I ask...
Extraordinary part of town, is it not?
I'll leave you alone, sir. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me. Hello again, miss. Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia. Very well. Hello again, miss. Very well. Goodbye, then.
You look so pale, my...
Good evening, Chris.
Change...
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time. And...
Are you talking?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Why this?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you...
Good.
There is something going on in this district. I don't know what. Like a secret operations. I must...
Can't just look the other way this week, Joe. Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Baron. You came one way or another.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see, Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
It's locked, all right.
If you want to talk to Dor...
We've not been...
I am...
Do you need some help?
I am...
Well, So, like she said... Tell me everything you...
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered.
Who is she?
She's not from around here.
You say she has no...
Well, there's that...
Are you not worried for her?
She is as brave as...
Are you in love?
Don't be stupid.
Don't be embarrassed.
It's quite awkward to... No. I know my days are numbered.
But Romania escaped.
It is not the country I fought.
How did you meet?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dora...
You mean...
Really?
Goodbye, Mr. Petrest.
He's going into convulsions.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor!
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along? We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could? Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
It's locked.
To what do I owe this courtesy? I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know your kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Nurse Crane, there is no question that the work you've done here is extraordinary, but this dispensary is incapable of coping with the outbreak. It's only a question of days before the situation at hand will overwhelm us. I cannot allow it. It's my duty to put an end to this immediately.
I'm not ashamed. I did what was right. For in the end, I saved lives and you took them. But we had so much in common, Doctor. Don't you see that?
It's locked.
This one stinks already. Over there! There's one! Oh, Christ! Boom! This one's mine! Take its head! Put an end to you! Kill it all you deserve!
Hello? Hello.
Taken
blood. This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Most of them don't speak English. How am I supposed to read it?
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Kill it, boy! To you! Burn it, boys! Die, Ramsey! Burn, vermin!
human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately. This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable.
Go back home, idiot! It ain't human! Kill it!
He's dead!
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Is not an accident of nature, but the punishment of a divine will.
Would you like me to revive you?
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor.
If you...
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby.
You look so pale, my lord.
Would you like me
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
People are talking about this Colossus.
Good evening, sir.
If you're here for a
I'm not here.
doctor.
Do you require assistance?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people. Not much.
You'd better... It's... That's...
I don't see...
What?
I... Well...
I don't What happened,
That's it.
Mr.
I understand.
I've no interest in money.
So it's a no.
Tell me.
People are just...
What do you...
People are act...
Since I took an oath to help people, can I be of assistance?
Well, seen better days, that's for sure. But it was bound to happen with all these refugees about.
Infecting you...
What? You give me this for free? Don't have a clue about this place.
Goodbye, Mr.
Doomed.
Good evening. How do you feel, Mr. Patrick?
I would...
Goodbye.
Good evening.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're...
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now,
Do you need assistance?
please. Very...
Goodbye, young man. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Burn it, boys!